I recently played through the entirety of the Gears 5 campaign. At the end of it all, I wanted to ask myself a simple question. Is it that bad? So we're going to delve into it a bit deeper to try and answer that question. Because Gears 5 is now 6 years old and I don't remember hearing too many good things about it. So I think it's time to reevaluate. So enough stuffing about, let's get into it. Alright, let's start with the story. Firstly, you're on a secret mission to launch a satellite into space so you can activate the Hammer of Dawn. Shit goes a bit haywire, but JD wants to prove he has the biggest cock in the cog.
No! We get that hatch open. What?
Kid, listen to your old man. You gotta get out of there.
Damn it, we came here to do this, so let's get it done.
And although he's successful, Marcus is not happy.
Sam, we're ready for extraction.
Oh, the look of disapproval. It was strong. You then head back to New Ephyra to face Judgment. Okay, I'm sorry, I used that one in my other videos, but it's still funny either way. Bear then tells you that the hammer's not going to work because the satellite needs to link with multiple satellites so it can target correctly or some bullshit. Anyway, then you get introduced to one of the biggest in Gears of War, Fars Chitani. Once again, we get some more monster cock energy from JD.
All right, again, Foz. Come on. Here's the thing, Foz. About to spar with you, but not beat you.
You then go to face your punishment from Jin, who's gotten quite fat, to be honest. And she basically quashes the whole Hammer of Dawn idea from the get-go. COG Settlement 2 ends up being under attack, and you are sentenced to back up my main boy, Clayton Carmine. Along the way in doing so, you meet up with Lizzy Carmine, Clayton's niece, and she gets to show off how much of a badass she is.
I took care of it. DBs, we gotta secure this street.
You then keep pushing on, trying to regroup with Clayton Carmine, and you get a bit more of a taste why Fars is an asshole.
Oi, Del. You're gonna be okay.
He's an asshole.
You push your way through, battling through a crapload of swarm, and you finally regroup with Clayton. He and Lizzy have a tender moment, which is very short-lived because the Coalition can't fucking help themselves but continuously fuck over the bloody Carmine family for no fucking reason. Anyway, some leeches come out of fucking nowhere, and our main priority now is to get the convoys of civilians that Lizzy was guiding to safety. Delta Squad then ends up getting cornered by a Brumac. Sorry, a Schwarmac. Cole decides to go and do some badass Cole shit, because Cole's Cole. And instead of ordering the convoy away to safety, they decide to draw them back into the fucking main fight just so our team can survive. JD once again for the third time decides to show off I have the biggest cock in human history and says fuck the targeting for the Hammer of Dawn, just send it, Bad, she'll be right. And then as we all know, Lizzy gets absolutely vaporized. Thanks, JD, you fucking dog. Cut to 4 months later, Kate and Del are tasked with recruiting outsiders to join the COG. Needless to say, the village they go to, they're not very welcomed.
Hey, God, want a whiff of this? Stinks almost as bad as you.
And the person who runs said village is Kate's uncle. You remember that fat fuck in Gears 4 that no one gave a shit about? Yeah, that guy. Oh, and he dies. The campaign leads you to believe that Kate is the one who kills Oscar, because Kate and the Swarm are linked through some sort of connection. Who fucking knows, to be honest. Anyway, after a few minutes of mourning, Kate decides it's time that she figures out what the hell is going wrong with her head, and JD is having none of it.
Now, Corporal, you're coming back to New Ephyra. That is a direct order.
Well, Captain, screw your order. This isn't about you, it's about me.
Yeah, for fuck's sake, JD, you had the spotlight in the last game. It's Kate's turn now, bitch. Kate and Del now journey to find New Hope in search for some answers regarding Kate's consistent headaches. And you know what that means. It's nostalgia time, baby. That's right, taking us all the way back to Gears of War 2. We are reintroduced to the disgusting, horrifying, harrowing sires. Damn, look at those toes. Fucking hell. And we are also reintroduced to the second biggest in Gears of War, Niles. And once again, a flock just simply comes out of nowhere and ruins the entire moment. Kate and Del are then forced to retreat from the facility, leaving their encounter with Niles ever so brief. We are then back on the ice, skiffing around for what feels like 4 fucking million years, to find some comm towers to trace a signal coming from a mysterious lab. You find where the signal's from, but realize it's about under 400 tons of ice. You use this mineral called phosphorus that you obtained in a mine to blow up the ice so you can get down to the lab. My main man Del's all over it.
It'll be fine.
What are you basing that on?
Thermodynamics. Reaction kinetics.
Somebody want to let me know when this chemistry class is over?
It'll be fine. All right, no.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
You end up making it to the entrance of the lab and you are once again greeted by this fuckwit.
Welcome home.
Once proceeding further into the lab, Kate learns from Niles that her mother, Raina, was conceived in this very place. Mira and a geneticist called Dr. Torres got it on. And then it would seem Dr. Torres grew a conscience and decided, fuck all this weird shit, I'm taking my daughter and getting the hell out of here! Thus leading to Raina meeting Gabe and then those two conceiving Kate. Through all this shit, Mira's abilities, her immunity to emulsion, her connection with the Locust got passed down through each generation. Kate then has a slight mental breakdown and points a gun at the only one person that's been by her side the entire time. After getting over that, these two idiots decide to trust this fucking psychomaniac to sever her connection with the Locust. Fucking idiots!
And you're gonna stop it.
And if I do not?
Then we delete you.
The procedure that Kate's going to undertake sounds absolutely cooked, and she decides to go through with it anyway, instead of just hardening the fuck up and taking some goddamn Nurofen. Anyway, Del has one job through the entire procedure, is just to watch Niles. And do you think he can do that? No, because he's a dickhead.
Hey, Niles. Niles, where you going?
And to no one's surprise, it was a trap. Niles did sever Kate's connection with the Locust, however, he's managed to revive or reawaken Raina, you know, the one that we killed in Gears of War 4.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
From there, you're on the chase to catch Niles, with the matriarch nearing ever closer to you. You get to fight some sires on the way, which is really cool. Criminally enough, I didn't chainsaw one through the entire campaign, so that's very poor on my behalf. Anyway, we catch up with Niles and he gets absolutely murked by the matriarch, and then it falls to us to take it down. And finally, we're done with this frozen shithole. It's time to go back to the original plan. That's right, we're going full circle. It's time to get the Hammer of Dawn back online, boys. Woo! And to do that, we need to launch more satellites. And the only place we can find them is the Vaskar region. Upon your arrival, you meet an old friend, and you're thinking, who could it be? Oh my goodness, is it Jace? Is it Hoffman? Or, man, wouldn't it be cool if it was Dizzy? Oh, it's just Paddock. Okay. Cool, I guess. Paddock informs you need to go to the rocket hangar to attach the satellites to the nose cone and launch it into space. But before we set off on our journey, we are reaccompanied by JD and Fuckface. After skiffing around for another 4 million years, we make our way to the rocket hangar, where we manage to bring the hangar systems back online, but discover that the rocket is missing. However, we do manage to find the nose cone, in which we attach the satellites to, through the amazing ability of ripping into the data they found where the rocket was stored. Turns out it's on the opposite side of the map, on a train turntable. You make your way over to its location and you send it back to the rocket hangar. Now the race is on. You got to get back to the bridge controls before it beats you there. Otherwise, it goes down, we got no rocket, no satellites, everything's fucked.
We're gonna lose the rocket if we don't get to the bridge controls.
Oh, really? You don't say. Paddock then informs us that we need targeting beacons in order for the satellites to work. In order to obtain these, we need to go to the Cosmonaut training facility. Upon discovering them, we take one back for bed to study while the other's picked up by Paddock's team.
Well, that's heavy.
All right, Baird, we're heading back.
Lucky you're a
Paddock,
fucking juggernaut. Now that we have the beacons, the rocket is back in the hangar, it's time to launch this bitch. But before we do that, we have to assemble the goddamn thing. And this mission just doesn't feel like it's ever gonna end. Of course, during the assembling process, Swarm just decides to show up, because why not? After dealing with that shit, and finally getting the nose cone assembled onto the rocket, we're continuing on to the launching stage. Now, you're not gonna believe this part, but the campaign literally tries to make Fars a hero.
Go fast. Damn, I'm rooting for him now.
We finally get to launch the rocket, but we're encountered with this weird looking, like what is that thing? Seriously, like, what is it? Tell me. Tell me!
One ugly motherfucker.
Anyway, the rocket burns the shit out of its head and gives us enough time to be able to escape with Paddock in a chopper. And then head back to New Ephyra, where Baird tells us the satellites have linked and we'll be able to fire the Hammer of Dawn. Then the fat bitch comes in and tensions get a bit high between the groups, as she wants to use Kate as a guinea pig, get her hooked back up to the hive mind and find their main nexus. And suddenly the swarm attacks and Delta goes out to face them like fucking beasts.
And we're going out there.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
The poor Onyx guard.
You then head out to plant the targeting beacons all over the city so you can have full control over the Hammer of Dawn. You help Clayton, Marcus, and Paddock plant said beacons. Raina then shows up, kills Dell, and then she just dips. After that whole kerfuffle, you find out that all those targeting beacons that you work so hard to obtain and plant have been completely destroyed, and now you can't use the Hammer of Dawn. Anyway, you fall back to the wall to help with the defense. Oh, that thing's alive. And it's more pissed than ever. Lucky we have this super OP railgun that we'll use to battle against it. After the majority of the fight, Jack decides to sacrifice himself using the Hammer of Dawn to target on his position to destroy the monster. Instead of just, I don't know, firing that railgun maybe again. We couldn't do that, could we? And then we're left on a cliffhanger, leaving all the fans thinking, oh my god, they're going to continue with this story. Jesus Christ! Now I have to commend the Coalition on this one because they've done something that no other Gears of War has. It's just a pity that it's shit. It is. The open world missions are garbage. When you played Gears 1, 2, and 3, you moved through the campaign act after act, feeling yourself more immersed as time went on. You wanted to keep playing to see what was going to happen and where the story was leading you. In the Gears 5 campaign, the open world missions are very disruptive. They stop that flow from ever existing because they're so time wasting. You spend a large portion of your campaign time just riding around on a skiff. And on this playthrough I just completed, it took me probably about 10 hours to do the entire campaign. I was in New Hope for a total of 2 hours, and in Vazgar for a total of 2.5 hours. So almost 50% of the campaign is spent in just the open world missions. And so much of that time is sucked by doing these stupid secondary missions which merely mean dick all. They only give you the ultimate upgrades for Jack, they don't further the story in any form. And not to mention they have components and collectibles laid around everywhere, and if you're a completionist, those are things that you probably go after. After riding around for what feels like days, I literally got to the point where I was thinking, when did I start playing Destiny again? At least their sparrows are fucking quicker than this piece of shit! Now I've played a lot of Gears of War in my day, but particularly in Gears 5, I don't know what it is about these characters that makes them so unlikable.
Fresh fish, yeah. And I'm really happy to be here.
I've been scratching my head for days and I cannot figure it out.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Pick on the handsome one, cut him down to size.
So, we're back across. And for the record, I'm the handsome one, okay?
Like, honestly, I just don't know what it is. It's killing me.
Okay, swarm assholes have been wiped clean. I'm aware of how that sounded.
Yeah, let's just move on.
Okay, I'd appreciate that.
Man, is that the way they look? Or perhaps is it their origin story? Or...
Thanks for asking about how I'm doing, by the way.
Oh wait, that's it. It's awful dialogue!
That was a shitty thing to say.
I honestly got to the point where I just wanted to mute the dialogue because it was that bad. Ask yourself this question. Is there anyone in the campaign that you actually like that isn't one of the originals from Gears 1, 2, and 3? There fucking isn't any. The only one I can actually bear to stand is Dave. And that's because the motherfucker has no lines. And I will give you Lizzy, but they killed her off so quickly it was ridiculous. Other than that, who have we got? JD? Dell?
I mean, it's alright, like...
Fars?
This guy stinks!
Kate?
Oh, shut up, you're so annoying!
Jin?
Oh, it's disgusting!
They're all shit. And I think I might have figured something out. Although the dialogue is bad, there's another key factor in there. All of those characters that I just listed have a basic bitch voice. They're not distinguishable, they're not noticeable by any means. Let's take some of the classic characters for example. Marcus sounds like he's been battling cancer and locusts and smoking ciggies for fucking years.
Shut the fuck up, Foz.
Cole sounds like he enjoys every second he's out fighting grubs. Dizzy sounds like a bloke that should be on a ranch just taking shots of whiskey. And Hoffman sounds like that asshole mayor that won't do anything about fixing the roads.
I expect you to give me 110%.
They're distinguishable. You can place them a mile away. That's what I think makes them so memorable. They finally gave Jack more to do instead of just being the bitch that opens the doors. I'm so proud of that little fella, he's so cute. This is definitely a great addition to the game, each ability having its own unique purpose. Gives you a range of ways to battle and protect yourself against the swarm. I personally loved Cloak, being able to stealth kill like 4 or 5 swarm in one go was amazing. Flash was particularly helpful, coupled with the long shot, giving you a chance to get those quick, easy headshots. However, I will say that collecting the components for them are absolutely shit. It is awful. There are way too many in the campaign. Way too many. Don't know what the fuck they were thinking. In the Vazgar section alone, there are 80 components. 80! 80! That's about 79 more than I want to pick up. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Why am I collecting these things still, for fuck's sake? Coalition are basically saying we want you to search every nook and cranny of our maps, you dogs. Work for it. Work for those components, you bitch! And of course, the way you get the ultimate upgrade for each of these abilities is from the woeful secondary missions in the open world. Why? I think Jack's abilities are great, but the way to upgrade them is horrific. Alright, let's talk about this garbage briefly. Nearing the end of the campaign, you get to choose to save either Del or JD. Fuck it, Rain, honestly, just kill them both. You'd be better off. While laying on the ground being choked out by your own mum, Kate grasps for her knife, and with fierce intent, she goes to save. I mean, why can't you just throw the knife at the bitch's head? Is that an option? Can we do that? Let me just kill the bitch! Anyway, she goes to save JD. Let's be honest, it's gonna be JD. And I'm actually not a fan of this part because the entire campaign they paint JD as an asshole. And Del's been by Kate's side the whole time, making it in the end a hard decision. But realistically, we're gonna pick JD, not because we like JD. Fuck that cockhead. We like Marcus. And the poor bloke has been through enough, we don't want to put him through any more. Alright? Not gonna be the reason Marcus's son dies.
Where's James?
Anyway, I think the bigger question is too, will this carry over in the next game at all, or will it be set for you? And I'm leaning towards it'll already be set for you. So it looks like we'll be dealing with a bit more JD. Also, I forgot to tell you, if you play this part and you just wait out the clock, you get a secret ending. Yes. And that ending is all 3 of them die and the story's dead. Woo! Let's go! Now, the final area I want to talk about doesn't have a major part in the campaign, but it's something that needs pointing out. The DB reinforcements that Baird offers you through the axe makes no sense. Absolutely none. And you may be asking, why is that? Well, let me tell you so. Through the axe every now and then, Baird will offer you some DB reinforcements. Be it Shepherd, Trackers, Guardians, DR1s, you name it. Trackers or Shepherds, they're both shit. Trackers. But also begs the question, why doesn't Baird just send in a fuckload of Kestrels and let them kill everything? I mean, if Bro can make these 2 monstrous robots, which we can't drive, by the way, why the fuck can't he have 400 Kestrels flying around just shooting shit left, right, and center? Oh wait, the leeches will latch onto the Kestrel and control them to kill us instead. Oh my god. In the original Gears, it was shown there were no reinforcements. We were the reinforcements, Delta Squad themselves.
Will we have air support?
Had to barrel their way through a shitload of enemies just to get to where they needed to go. They didn't have constant Ravens coming in for support. They didn't have more cogs stepping in. They had their squad and that was it. Gears 5 Baird's throwing out reinforcements like there's no tomorrow. Fucking Baird sitting in his office like a little bitch just talking to his AI girlfriend, the fucking dog.
Thanks a lot, Iris.
Look, ultimately, I think the majority of people that play Gears of War don't like the DBs. But the Coalition can't help themselves to keep jamming them down our throats. Just get rid of them. Use some shit excuse like, there was too many leeches and they keep controlling them, so we have to decommission them and yeet them out of the campaign. I'm all for it. Is Gears 5 campaign that bad? Let me put it this way. I wouldn't go back to play it again. The gameplay mechanics are fine. You only come to realize how much better they are after playing a bit of Reloaded. The flow of your character, being able to move in and out of cover, the operation of your weapons, all these mechanics are drastically better than the previous games. I mean, through the entire campaign, I only had one problem, and that was probably poor timing. Move, move, Dal, you fuck! Dal! Move! I really like Jack's abilities. I think they're a cool way to defeat the enemies, but the story and the characters are... they're unbearable to play sometimes, which is why I'm so grateful that E-Day is going to be coming out. Thank the Lord! Now, I do also realize there is the Hivebusters DLC, but I played that not too long ago, and I just could not bring myself to do it again. It's even worse than the campaign. How's that possible? You literally spend the whole time chasing a bird. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. You may not agree with everything I said, and that's completely fine. But you better agree that DBs suck, otherwise we can't be friends. Anyway, hit that like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya, bitches!